Hey everyone, it's Andrew Franklin with the Franklin team at eXp Realty. Today I'm going to be talking about whether or not we are headed for a housing crash in our market of Houston, Texas. We are getting this question a lot. Are we in a housing bubble? Everyone is seeing the low inventory and appreciation is going through the roof and a lot of competitive offers. And we're getting this question a lot from clients. Are we in a housing bubble? Are we headed toward a crash? We don't have a crystal ball. We don't know this answer for sure, but we have some views on the point, some important topics that sort of seem to us like it's a different market than it was in 2005 when the market did take a downturn and eventually led to the housing crash of 2005, 2007, 2008. So the number one biggest differentiator from that market to this market is that market was largely due to a lot of bad loans being done. So people with not the right income were getting approved, their debt to income ratios didn't really work out, or they didn't have great credit. We are not seeing that in this market. HUD back in 2011, 2010, 2011 put some safeguards into place about appraisals and certain debt to income requirements. And so nowadays, what we're seeing is other factors that are leading to this big price appreciation, not necessarily bad loans. One of the biggest things we're seeing with the appreciation is the appraisals are being done, but the buyers are willing to make up the difference in cash. So these people are bringing more cash to the table. And so theoretically, these are stronger buyers that are moving up the appreciation rather than buyers that couldn't really qualify, getting on bad loans that will get them in trouble in the future. Another big factor and question we get is what's going to happen with the moratorium on foreclosures gets lifted. That is another thing that is causing a lot of concern for people. And when the government starts allowing these foreclosures to happen, what is going to happen to those prices? People, there's a high percentage of people that have gone in forbearance or are majorly delinquent. I think I saw a stat that 13 to 15% of FHA loans are major delinquent over the last 90 days. And so what's going to happen? That is something that is definitely scary in the market, but because of the appreciation that's occurring in the competitive nature of the market, pushing up prices, we believe that a lot of these people that are behind on mortgages will have enough equity if they have to get out that they can still sell and avoid foreclosure. But that is one of the biggest factors that is sort of scaring people. But in our market of Houston, we've seen appreciation of prices in the $60,000 to $100,000 range in 12 months. And so those people that are behind, if they do have to sell because the moratorium gets lifted, a lot of these people will be able to get out because of that appreciation that has occurred over the last 12 months. So another factor is building housing starts in the last decade are way down compared to the prior decades. Builders just haven't been building enough homes compared to other decades. And so the supply of available homes is going to take not months, but years to catch up. So that's another big factor that we think supply is going to be constricted for a while. And with a lack of supply, we're not going to see that housing downturn because the demand is just pent up and it just can't catch up. The last factor that is causing us to believe that we're not in a housing bubble is we are seeing a ton of demand in Houston from other states. We are currently working with buyers in Virginia and California and Maryland. And I don't have the exact stats, but just anecdotally, we're seeing about 1 out of 5 of our listings being sold from an out-of-town buyer. And so to us, because people are able to work from home and still have that flexibility. Houston is still a pretty affordable market for the job economy. So that demand of people moving here is definitely pushing up prices that we haven't seen in other markets. So those are the talking points that we believe that we're not headed to a housing downturn or we're in a bubble. But if you have any other specific questions on stats or indicators we're looking at, please reach out to us at the Franklin team. Our number is 281-347-2200, or you can go to our website at thefranklinteaminc.com or reach out to any of us if you have any other real estate needs that we can help with. Thanks a lot for tuning in.